back to my channel. My name is Sabrina and I'm so excited to have you here. Today I'm going to be doing my 2021 bookshelf tour. So I wasn't planning on filming this today and it is getting kind of dark outside, but I'm hoping with the lamp light and everything you'll still be able to see the books. I think we still have pretty good lighting, so I'm not too angry about it. So I will be taking a kind of Haley and booklet approach just here. I will just be pulling up my book, saying the name and the title, and moving on with my life because we have a lot of books. So right here on the screen I will show you all the books I have because I will count them for you guys. You're welcome. So let's just get into the video because it's gonna be so long. So starting off from my very top shelf, we have a couple wands over here to just tune in with my Harry Potter stuff. I have Slughorn, Moody's, Flitwick, and the other one up here in their stands. I have a map of Nocturne Alley, a map of Weasley Wizard Wheezes, a little cup that just says books that I got in a bookmark, and a little jiggly Harry Potter. Alright, so up here I have my Harry Potter books. I have new desk covers for them, but I have not put them on the books yet. I have the Harry Potter up there. That's actually a stack of a bunch of characters, but I have Harry Potter right now. I have this little sign that says, just because you're allowed to use magic now does not have to mean you have to whip your wands out for everything, because Molly Weasley is life. And then I have some mini Funkos over here of most of the characters. There is Umbridge, I cannot remember that guy's name ever, Fleur, Draco, Snape, Ron, Crumb, yes, and Fred and George. And then I have this Harry Potter mug with all of the characters' wands. Moving over, I have a little lamp behind the cup, and then I have Tales of Beedle and Bard, and then behind Tales of Beedle and Bard is the Fantastic Beasts. I have Voldemort's wand on top of there pointing at all the other wands because I thought that was funny. I have a bookmark that says it's not much but it's home with the burrow on it, and on the back it says not my daughter you B word. And then I have the rest of the characters, which this dude does not like to stand. See, he's just upside down. It's fine. You know what? We'll just put him upside down. Problem solved. But we have Dumbledore, McGonagall. Oh, we forgot these two. We have Harry and Hermione over there as well. Dumbledore, McGonagall. We have Neville, Cedric. I can never remember that guy's name either. Ron, Hagrid, the twins, Moody, Harry, and Cho. And then I have a Harry Potter wand box. And then I have over here another squishy Harry, my Draco Malfoy, Funko Pop, and then a bookmark that says my father will hear about this. Now, moving on to the books. A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. A Court of Frost and Starlight by Sarah J. Maas. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. A Temptation of Angels by Michelle Zink. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. The Devil's Thief and the Last Magician by Lisa Maxwell. The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Okay. Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. Renegades by Marissa Meyer. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstein. This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. Uglies by Scott Westerfield. Gilded Ones by Pneumonia Ferona. The Sea of Trolls by Nancy Farmer. Her Crown of Fire by Renee April. Of Fire and Stars by Audrey Colhurst. Sky Without Stars, The System Divine Book 1 by Jessica Brody and Joanne Rendell. These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner. A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkis. The Chronicles of Narnia by C.S. Lewis. An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson. The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. Night Shifted by Cassie Alexander. Fallen Kingdoms by Morgan Rhodes. Moon Chosen by P.C. Cass. I Am Number 4 by Patrice Lore. Truth Witch by Suzanne Dennard. The Iron King by Julie Kagwa. Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. The Queens of Fen and Burn by Kendare Blake. The Book of Dust by Philip Pullman. A Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. Firelight by Sophie Jordan. The Blood of a Stone by Richard Brain Jr. Fireborn by Toby Forward. The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. The Game of Thrones and the Feast of Crows by George R.R. Martin. The School of Good and Evil, One True King by Soman Chanari. The Betrothed by Kiera Cass. Star Daughter by Shativa Takar. This is a Fairy Loot edition and an Owl Crate edition. Roar by Cora Carmack. All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. The Watchers by John Steele. An Ember in the Ashes by Sahava Tahar. Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Negan. Sanctuary by Karen Licks. The City of Saints and Thieves by Natalie C. Anderson. Blood Rose Rebellion by Rosalind Eves. Thief of Lives by Brenda Drake. Crave by Tracy Wolfe. Cinder by Marissa Meyer. The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Divergent by Veronica Roth, Fable by Adrienne Young. I'm not going to put all these books out, but it is Marked, Tempted, Untamed, Awakened, Hunted, Burned, Betrayed, Chosen by PC Cass and Kristen Cass, which is the House of Night series. The Darkest Minds Never Fade, In the Afterlight Through the Dark by Anne Brackman. This is the Darkest Mind trilogy. The Revenge of Magic by James Riley. The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Ink by Alice Broadway. The Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmer. The Hidden Kingdom series by Amanda Hocking. And the first 3 books in the Mortal Instrument series, which is The City of Bones, The City of Glass, and The City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. Divergent, Insurgents, and Allegiance by Victoria Roth. Eyes to See by Jofid Nassi. Beautiful Darkness and Beautiful Chaos by Cami Garcia and Margaret Soff. Beautiful Creatures by Cami Garcia and Margaret Soll. Beautiful Redemption by Cami Garcia and Margaret Soff. The Fate of the Tierling by Erica Johnson. The Liar's Key by Mark Lawrence. Aurora Burning and Aurora Rising by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. The Kingslayer by Virginia Boker. Illusion, a Chronicles of Nick novel by Sherilyn Kenyon. Hexed by Michelle Case. Fallen in Torment by Lauren Kate. Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. The Empire of Dreams by Ray Carson. Serpent and Dove by Shelby Merhin. The Wise and the Wicked by Rebecca Putos. Masterminds by Gordon Corman. The Empire's Ghost by Isabel Steiger. The Children of Virtue and Vengeance and the Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Ademi. Horrid by Katrina Leto. These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Manscalco. Where Dreams Descend by Gianna Angels. Incendiary by Zordaya Cordova. Among the Beasts and Briars by Ashley Poston. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRoe by V.E. Schwab. Legend Born by Tracy Dion. Shielded by Kaylin Flanders. Girl Serpent Thorn by Melissa Bradshaw. The Forest of Souls by Lori M. Lee. Goddess in the Machine by Laura Beth Johnson. And my Twilight books are stacked there, so I don't want to take them out. So we have my first edition of Twilight, The Host by Stephanie Meyer, Life and Death by Stephanie Meyer, and then the Twilight series in this box. I'm not going to take all these books out, but those are just my Harlequin books. Yeah. The 50 Shades of Grey series by E.L. James. The Mister by E.L. James. The 12 Days of Christmas by Demi McCover. The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. The Bromance Book Club and Undercover Bromance by Lisa K. Adams. Spirit of the Season by Fern Michaels. The City Baker's Guide to Country Living by Louise Miller. A Hopeful Harvest by Ruth Logan Hearn. The Bake Shop at Pumpkin and Spice by Donna Kaufman, Kate Agnell, and Allison Charles. The Unhoneymooners by Christina Lauren. Alex Approximately by Jen Bennett. Snow Falling by Jane Gloriana Villanueva. I'm not going to take this series out as well just because there's so many of them, but it is the Disney Reimagined collection. The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. The Selection Series by Kira Cass. Wonder by R.J. Palacio. Fugitives Escape from Furnace number 4. When We Were Magic by Sarah Gailey. The Fall by James Preller. Stranger Than Fan Fiction by Chris Colfer. Burn for Burn by Jenny Han. Dumplin' by Julie Murphy. Not Now, Not Ever by Lily Anderson. And The Mysterious Benedict Society by Trenton Lee Stewart. Devils and Thieves by Jennifer Rush. House Rules and My Sister's Keeper by Jodi Picoult. If I Stay by Gay Foreman. Tell the Wolves I'm Home by Carol Rifkika Blunt. Pretty Little Liars by Shara Shepard. This Is Where It Ends by Marie Nijkamp. How She Lived and How I Died by Mary Crockett. 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. She's Coming Undone by Wally Lamb. The Young World by Chris Wendt. The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Faith Taking Flight by Julie Murphy. The Babysitter's Coven by Kate Williams. The Unlikelies by Carrie Firestone. We Are the Wildcats by Sophie and Vivian. Girl Most Likely by Sarah Watson. Made for Love by Alyssa Nutting. One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McMinns. These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling. The Memory Book by Laura Avery. We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. A Girl Like That by Tanan's Bethina. Turtles All the Way Down by John Green. Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. The Escape Room by Marian Stoffels. The Loose Ends List by Carrie Firestone. Lockdown Escape from Furnace #1 by Alexander Gordon Smith. The One Memory of Floral Banks by Emily Barr. Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. All the Bright Places by Jennifer Vivian. The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. The Madwoman Upstairs by Catherine Lowell. The Case for Jamie and A Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Rigg. Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. 3 Wishes by Lane Mortree. Far from the Tree by Robin Runway. Delusion Road by Don Ackner. Big Little Lies by Lane Mortree. As Wide as the Sky by Jessica Park. The News from the End of the World by Emily Janine Miller. Windfall by Jennifer E. Smith. The Truth and Lies of Ella Black by Emily Barr. With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Effiato. The Last of August by Brittany Cavallaro. Linger by Maggie Stiefvater. The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. Home Before Dark by Riley Sager. Lock Every Door by Riley Sager. The Broken Girls by Simone St. James. The Boyfriend Project by Farrah Rochin. Rules for Visiting by Jessica Francis Kane. The House on the Carillion Sea by T.J. Klune. Seriously Hexed by Tina Conway. Every Breath by Nicholas Spark. After You and Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I See London, I See France by Sarah Machowski. 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch. Confessions of a High School Disaster Freshman Year by Emma Chaston. The Last True Love Story by Brandon Kelly. The Simplicity of Cider by Amy E. Retcher. Love with a Chance of Drowning by Tori Decker. Dear John by Nicholas Spark. The Upside of Unrequited by Becky Alberti. The Opposite of Always by Justin A. Reynolds. The Lemon Orchard by Luann Rice. The Infinite Moment of Us by Lauren Miracle. The Lucky One by Nicholas Spark. The Fault in Our Stars and Paper Towns by John Green. To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. An Abundance of Catherines by John Green. Everything Everything by Nicola Yoon. After by Anna Todd. Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Things to Do When It's Raining by Marissa Stapley. So I'm not going to take these down just because they're not really interesting. So I'm just going to go down the list. So we have The House I Loved by Titina Rosie. The Relic Master by Christopher Buckley. Forbidden. The Girl in the Blue Coat by Monica Hesse. Conventionally Yours by Annabeth Albert. Room by Emma Dohu. Truly Devious by Johnson. All the Missing Girls by Megan Miranda. The Luckiest Girl Alive by Jessica Knoll. Blood for Blood by Ryan Graydon. The Book Thief by Marcus Zuzak. The Ice Cream Queen of Orchard Street by Susan Jane Glyman. The Diviners and Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. City of the Lost by Kelly Armstrong. The Woman in the Window by A.J. Finn. Fragments of the Lost by Megan Miranda. The Last Harvest by Kim Leggett. The Diviners and Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawk. Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Parrott. Keep Calm by Mike Bender. The Collide by Kimberly McBride. Friend Request by Laura Marshall. Bunny by Mona Awad. The Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. Turn of the Key by Ruth Ware. The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. The Institute by Stephen King. Tunnel of Bones and City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab. After the Fire by Will Hill. Little Creepy Things by Chelsea Ishato. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Season of the Witch by Sarah Reese Brecken. And then this little pile right here, I'm not going to take off, but I have Island Life by Michael W. Scherer. Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. Murder Beyond the Grave by James Patterson. The Silence by Tin Leben. Nightmares and Dreamscapes by Stephen King. The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon by Stephen King. And Dr. Sleep by Stephen King. The Christmas Sweater by Glenn Breck. Crazy Rich Asians and China Rich Girlfriend by Kevin Kwan. Only Mostly Devastated by Sophie Gonzalez. 5 Feet Apart by Rachel LePenant. The Geography of You and Me by Jennifer E. Smith. Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. The 12 Days of Dash and Lily by Rachel Cohn and David Leviathan. You Say It First by Katie Cognoto. The Perfect Christmas by Debbie McCober. Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert. Joe and Lori, A Little Women retelling by Margaret Stoll and Melissa De La Cruz. The Sun is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. Where Angels Go by Debbie McCover. Famous in Love by Rebecca Sturrell. And this is another stack of Harlequins. I have The Summer Rental by Mary Kay Andrews. 5 Golden Rings by Fern Michael. Skipping Christmas by John. We have Jackie Haha, A Tale of Magic. Pax, Pneumonia, The One and Only Yvonne. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Pride and Prejudice, Horton's Miraculous Mechanisms, The Secret Garden, The Alice's Adventures Through the Looking Glass, and Go Set a Watchman. Alright, sorry if the lighting has changed. I am stopped using my ring light because we're literally on the last couple shelves and my ring light does not reach this low to the ground. The Lifeboat Click by Kathy Parks. Tweet Cute by Emma Lord. Red, White, and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. The Most Dangerous Place on Earth by Lindsay Lee Johnson. The Hating Game by Sally Thorne. The Worst Best Man by Mia Sosa. The Gravity of Us by Phil Stamter. Bad Romance by Heather D'Amelio. One Day in December by Josie Silver. The Matchmaker's List by Sonia Lally. Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert. Love Her or Lose Her by Tessa Bailey. The Bookshop on the Corner by Jenny Colgan. The Infinite by Nicholas Minari. The Right Swipe by Alicia Rye. Party for Two by Jasmine Gilroy. If I Had Never Met You by Mahari McFarlane. The Honey Don't List by Christina Lauren. The Proposal by Jasmine Gilroy. Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. A Vineyard Christmas by Jean Stone. Something to Talk About by Meryl Weissler. The Beatles. Talking as Fast as I Can by Lori Graham. Girl, Wash Your Face. Introduction to Group Therapy by Scott Simon Fahar. Dark World by Zach Bagans. Go Ask Alice by Anonymous. The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. Brain on Fire by Susanna Callahan. The Boy, the Bird, and the Coffin Maker by Matilda Wood. Holes by Louis Sahar. The Saturday Night Ghost Club by Craig Davidson. Fortunately the Milk by Neil Gaiman. Gone Girl. And this is just a pile of, again, Harlequin love-inspired thrillers. I love these. A Map of the Dark by Karen Ellis. When the Crawdads Sing by Delilah Owens. Our Kind of Cruelty by Amita Hall. The Forbidden Place by Suzanne Jinsori. I Know My Name by Chi Cook. This I'm not going to take down, but we have Nicola Berry, Artemis Fowl, What My Sister Knew, Out of Control, the Kiki Strike series, Against Nature, Date with Death, A Cuckoo's Calling, Defending Jacob, and The Tarnished City. Prisoner of Night and Fog by Anne Blankman. Empire of Time by Daniel Godfrey. Stalking Jack the Ripper, Hunting Prince Dracula, and Escaping from Houdini by Carrie Manscalco. Stonefield by Casey Strong. The Lovely War by Julie Berry. The After Party by Anton Desclany. The Immortalist by Chloe Benjamin. Vasa in the Night by Sarah Porter. The Conjure Women by Afika Atora. The Revolution of Marina M. by Janet Fitch. American Royals by Catherine McGee. The Help by Catherine Stockett. The Kite Runner and a Thousand Splendid Suns. The War Outside by Monica Hesse. I'm not going to take this stack apart, but I have the Percy Jackson series, Coco Uncaged, Cratered, Free Space, Chaos Unleashed, and See All the Stars. The Last Wish by Ajani Spirit. I'm gonna butcher that name, y'all. Cynics Lou, Ball Lightning. Tool of War by Paolo Baccarbi. While You Were Here, and Now That You're Here, and Now That You're Gone. Oh my, what is this book called? By Amy Nichols. The Operative by Gerald Brandt. Valentine by Elizabeth Wetmer. Atomic Love by Janine Fields. Mexican Gothic by Sylvia Garcia. The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. Dangerous Alliance by Jennifer Colhan. One to Watch by Kate Stamen London. Group by Christy Tate. Magic Lessons by Alice Hoffman. Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. The Night Swim by Megan Golden. The Final Girls by Riley Sager. The Girl in the Moon by Janet McNally. The Space Between Worlds by Micah Johnson. Pretty Little World by Kevin Wilson. Pretty Little Wife by Darby Kane. The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. And last but not least, Beach Read by Emily Henry. Alright guys, that is going to be the end of this bookshelf tour, my 2021 bookshelf tour. I can't believe we're in 2021 already. It's just insane. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below and tell me how many books you own, because I think book buying and book reading is two totally different hobbies. And with that being said, I'll leave you to it. I hope you guys are having a great day. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more videos like this. I upload every Monday and Thursday, and I will see you guys in my next one.